Hey, loves, it's your girl, Nikki G with the Worthy Well podcast. Yes, do not adjust your dial. I am standing up with my workout clothes on because you know why? We're going to move today, ladies. So the Worthy Well podcast is going to be more just about just talks, discussions, and guests coming on. But I also want it to be about the importance of health and well-being, and fitness being one of them. So many times we do everything for everybody else and we do not move. Why are we not moving, y'all? We got to get to the deep of that. Why are we choosing not to move? Because our health is the only thing that money cannot buy. So I just want to show you a couple moves that I do in the morning to get myself going. And I want to encourage you, you do not have to spend an hour. You can give yourself 5 to 10 minutes, Monday through Friday. Do you know that that adds up over time? So the very important thing to remember, especially, as you get older, our core is very important because it helps our backs to stay strong. And then we want to just stay, moving and stay so we can be the ones that can go up the steps. And we ain't got to go one at a time. I used to do that one at a time. Fitness is very important. And also it helps with our mental health. We go through so much and we have to face so much. It's something about movement that just really helps us to just clear our thoughts. And then you know that you're doing something for yourself. So I'm just going to do a couple moves today because at the Worthy Well podcast, I believe in health and vitality and movement, okay? You're doing everything for everybody else, and you're putting yourself last. We got to and unlearn that. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's self-full, right? So we're going to stand up straight. Yep, we're moving today. We're moving today. If you don't have time right now, do it later. But save this, share it with one of your sisters that need to get moving. If you have not moved yet and we're in the first quarter and you said you were going to do it, this is your sign, sis. This is your sign. Get on up, okay? Get up, get on up. So we're going to start with this basic exercise, which is good for your core and your obliques, even your legs, okay? We're going to do the cross to the opposite elbow to the knee. And I want you to start at 3 sets of 10, okay? If you've been moving longer and you can do more, do more. I'm going to start with 3 sets of 10. And
I'm going in.
I was going to do some music, but I don't think I'm going to do any music. Yeah. So we're going to start with that, okay? So cross over. Keep your core tight, okay? You do not have to get your knee all the way up to your elbow for it to be effective. If you just can go halfway. Go halfway. Do not let limited mobility, or if you're not quite in shape yet, you've been on the couch for a minute, do not let comparison to me or anybody else stop you from moving. Everybody had to start somewhere. When I was 300 and something pounds, and I had to start somewhere. I had to start walking. I had to start moving. So it doesn't happen overnight. So try to do 3 sets of 10. I'm not counting because I'm talking at the same time. But this will get you winded. This is cardio too, everybody. So you do your 3 sets of that, and that's going to help your obliques and your abs and your legs, okay? And so the next thing we're going to do is going to be a pull down. We're going to be working our core again and our legs and even our arms, okay? So I want you to pull down with intention. When you pull, make muscle. Like pull it down. Don't just flail it. Pull it down with intention. You're pulling down stress. You're pulling down negativity. You're pulling down the haters. You're pulling down the agitators. Pulling it down. Okay? Pull down. You're pulling down peace for yourself. You're pulling down knowing that you're worthy. You're worthy. You're worth it. Okay? You're forgiving yourself. I'm pulling down forgiveness of others and myself. Okay, let me do the side view. You're pulling down and just lifting up that knee. And I feel it. I feel it, y'all. And y'all will feel it too. Okay? I promise you. Do this. Start with 3 sets of 10, Monday through Friday. In a month, you're going to be like, girl, I've lost inches. Girl, my pants are zipping up. Girl, I see things happening. It works. A little bit each day adds up, and it does work. Okay? So after you do that, I have another move for you. A lot of times when we get older, our hips get stiff and we want our hip mobility to be good, okay? Especially in our 50s. What are the ones in their 50s at? Hey. So you're gonna stand firm and we're gonna do the hip rolls. That's what I'm gonna call it, hip rolls, okay? So you go out and over, out and over. It takes a little bit of balance too. Hip mobility is so important. As we get older, we do not want to have that low bone density so that if we fall, we break our hip. We don't want that. So these are hip openers, but it also is toning on the side, saddlebags, the legs, and it's balance, and you're holding in your stomach the whole time. Every time you do a move, hold in that stomach. It improves your posture and helps with your core, okay? So do these hip openers, okay? We're doing 3 sets of 10, right? So even when I stop to show you something else, I want you to do 3 sets of 10, okay? Write this down. Have you a notebook, write down each move, and keep track of what you do, and you'll see your progress. Another thing we're gonna do is for the waist, and even for the legs a little bit. So we're gonna just bend our knees a little bit, okay? And we're going to have our arms this way, and we're gonna do twists. 1, 2 of them is 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, stomach in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it? 1, 2. You can even reach out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a very effective move. Very effective. And it gets your heart rate up too. So we got to have a little bit of cardio, y'all. We got to have a little bit of cardio. I know sometimes that can be like the 4-letter word, cardio. But it's very important. It's our heart health. It gets that blood pumping, helps us with the metabolism and all that. So I do like sets of 10 and jumping jacks, but there is a modified version, so don't fret, okay? But for those that can and want to try it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then in between, you take your steps. Now, if you can't do them full out, and mine might not even be full out, for y'all enthusiasts that work out and a little bit harder than me, that's my jumping jack. Yours might be different. That's mine. But if you want to modify it further, you can just go up. You're just tapping out your foot. Y'all can't really see. I'm going back. This is your jumping jack. You don't have to get off the ground. Do you know that you still will have your heart rate go up just doing this? Okay? But if you can, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then march in between. So every time you do 10, you march in between. I promise you, if y'all do this, start doing it Monday through Friday before you get ready to go to work, before you start your day. It shouldn't take you more than 8 to 10 minutes. Out of the whole day and everything that you do, we watch reels, we watch YouTube, we play video games with people that game. We do so many things for so much longer. Why can't we not give ourselves a few minutes, okay? So let's just do a recap on the moves. First of all, which I did not do, you want to warm up. Warm up and stretch. That's something that I need to do better, but I don't want to teach bad habits. So in the morning when you first get going, just march in place first, okay? And you can get sassy with it. Swing those hips because you want to warm everything up, right? And then you want to start with this move, remember? We're doing the crossover with our stomach in, right? And then we're doing the pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. And then we're doing the hip openers. Yep, I almost went to that one. Hip openers. And really get it out there, y'all. And then we're going to be working on our obliques. Okay? And we can do the reach. Stomachs in, knees bent, crossover, work that waist. Springtime, summertime coming. We're trying to wear our cute little tops, right? And then we're going to do our cardio. This is the modified version. Okay? Full range of motion still. Don't just do this, okay? Full out with the arms. And if you can, hop. When you do 10, you march in between. So, at the Worthy Well podcast with Nikki G, there will be movement. Okay, we will be talking about healthy cooking, healthy eating. I will be doing some cooking in the kitchen. Worthy Well podcast with Nikki G is so much deeper. I don't want you all to just like, oh, I don't want to get deep every time. I don't want to get the deep and the draw and the pour every time. You're going to get it anyway, but you don't have to get it in the same way. So today's deep is this. Why aren't you moving if you're not moving? Why do you feel like you're not a priority? There's a reason. We have to get to the root of that. You know, maybe you weren't made to feel that you were worthy in your childhood. Maybe you've been abused in a way that made you feel like you're less than. Maybe you feel like, you know what, I've been on diets and I keep failing and I keep gaining the weight back, so I don't want to try anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm just going to just be this way. I've given up hope. And that's not okay. We have to figure out how can we get you out of that, because sis, you are so worthy. We want you here. And so many of us have heart disease and diabetes and these things that come about because we're not eating right and we're not moving. So you are worthy of good health and vitality. You do not give up on yourself. And I'm here to motivate you. What do I need to do? Reach out to me. We can work together. We can work out a plan. I've been there, done it, and I'm still in it. I'm no special than anybody else. I've lost weight, but I have to work at it just like everybody else. Nothing magically comes to any of us. So reach out to me, sis. You are worthy. So that's the deep. The draw is we're going to pull out of that frame of mind. We're going to pull it out of the frame of mind of not feeling worthy enough to move, of feeling like we're going to fail. We're not going to do that. We're going to draw from that, you know what? I know that I can. I'm changing my mindset. My mindset is I am a woman that works out. I am fit. I am a woman that takes movement very seriously. I am a woman that I give myself 5 to 10 minutes every day, because you're going to find that when you do that consistently, you'll start giving yourself more time. On weekends, you'll take your longer walks because you know that you're worth it and you're going to feel so much better. It helps with the mental, because the thing is, when you work out, it's a way of releasing tension. We go through so much, okay? We deal with a lot of folk, okay? Everybody don't love us. We love them, but we got to go through a lot of stuff. When you work out, it helps you deal with that. And then the pour. The pour is going to be the plan. We are going to make a plan. I want you to write it down and stick to it religiously, okay? Monday through Friday, I'm going to do these moves in the morning before I go to work. Before I do anything for anybody else, before I do anything for the husband or the kids or my job, I'm going to put myself first. So your pour is your plan. Write your plan down. You know, make it realistic. Don't make it so overwhelming. I'm gonna work out an hour a day for 7 days a week, because that's not really attainable. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm saying we don't want to go too far with it, because then you won't do anything. So make your plan, because you are so worth it. So just know that I'm here with you the whole time. I know what it's like to just have to start. Starting is the hardest part. So this is the first quarter. We're already in March. You said in January what you wanted to do. Maybe you have not done it. Or maybe you started to do it and you fell off. This is your reminder. And this is your sign to get up and keep moving, because it's not too late, okay? It's March. You don't want December to be here and you back at square one. You want to say, you know what? This is what I've accomplished. This is what I did for myself. Because I'm telling you, the most important thing in life is the love of God, the love of ourselves, and relationships, and also our health, because money can't buy that. So thank you for tuning in to the Worthy Well podcast with Nikki G. I know this was different, y'all. You're going to have to get different. It's going to be sometimes where I'll be in the kitchen. So it's going to be just different episodes, because I don't want you to just feel like it's one faceted. This is about all the areas of my life that I feel is important. And so I'm just giving you me. I'm giving you my heart. And just know that I love y'all so much. And tune in next time to the Worthy Well podcast with Nikki G, where your worth runs deep.
Hey love, so you know I had to do the Worthy Well fashion in my fragrance. I got this boho skirt. Isn't it cute? It's so different, and it's given bohemian. It's given comfort. I really enjoyed wearing this. And a woman should always be pulled together and smell delicious. This is my Latafa, Her Confession. Wonderful fragrance. Get you some.